here, record here. We're recording everywhere. We live right now. We're doing pretty good. Let me turn this up just a little bit more. Okay, can you hear me? Yeah. Okay. Hey. Okay. Yeah. Okay. We're doing pretty good. Today is Thursday, July 18th, 2024. And we're just here, just talking, spitting, doing our thing. And it's a podcast day. I like podcast days. I was thinking about the setup, what I was going to talk about. Do I really have a topic? Do I have some coffee in front of me? I actually don't. Just have a coffee mug. And yeah, so all is well with me. Let me get this thing just a little bit. Oh, you don't want to stay the way I need you to stay. Okay, so it's all good. We can I hear myself? Yeah, I can hear myself. So we're doing pretty good today. No complaints. My dog has left me. She tends to leave me. I don't know what's wrong with her lately. She's just old and lazy now. If I don't go outside or do anything, she's perfectly fine with that. But she wants to keep to herself. We have another dog. That's why, I think she's loving on me too. So I don't know what's going on, but I'll play with her. We'll go for a walk today. We got to walk. I need dogging too. As my wife says, need dogging too. It's a good time for everybody. But yeah, so we're doing our thing. The YouTube videos seem to be doing a lot better, a little shorter, a little bit more personable. I do have some direction on some of the things that people have said. So we're going to start implementing them. But okay, here's the dilemma. Here's the kicker here. Here's the problem. I think a couple episodes ago, I talked about how I was going to be really big on that stuff, right? On posting and expressing myself and doing all that stuff. But it's making different video ideas. That's not so much the problem. The problem now is to edit them and to get them out to you guys. That's the problem I have right now. Like I just did another video that I think is going to be cool. I think I talked for about 5-6 minutes, cut it down about 3-4 minutes. But now I have to edit, right? I have to edit while I do all this extra content and stuff like that. And I need to find time to actually edit. I may play around with the speed editor, we'll see, but more than likely I won't. But yeah, it's interesting kind of figuring things out and going about it that way. And it's always something. It's always something that when you make things up or you just try to figure things out, there's other issues or problems that arise, but it's okay. We'll get through it. I'm just talking to you about my workflow and after I change things up and all that good stuff, now I'm dealing with this type of things, right? So yeah. I did buy some stuff for Prime Day, mostly lights and batteries and stuff, and not batteries, memory cards. We're gonna get some more lights. We'll put light here, light there, light everywhere, more corners. I think we're good with lights for a while. But yeah, I did this post. Not so much of a post, but another idea, and it was interesting because I was really looking forward to kind of having a good time with this little mini series. It's going to be like 2 to 3 episodes about this hand grinder right here. Here's this big old hand grinder that I was going to do a series on. My cousin, he told me about this hand grinder that he uses, something similar to this or this one exactly. It doesn't matter. At $15-$20, it's really not good. This is a piece of shit, like I said in the video. I got to figure out how I'm going to do that together, the video and all that stuff, because it's going to be quite interesting. I was really happy about it. And then now I'm like, oh, it's just crap. I'm not going to waste my time. I'm not going to waste your time. We're just going to get to it. So I don't know. We'll probably play around with that intro and then put a beep or something like that. I kind of got an idea of how I'm going to do that one. Now it's probably going to be a 10-minute one. Unfortunately, it's probably too long, but whatever. We're doing pretty good. So I have hot water here. Why do I have hot water? This thing. I told you not to do this. It's going to come on, but when it comes on, it's going to play around with my... I'm going to let you have one more shot, okay? If you do it again, I'm going to turn you up. Okay, just bear with me. Look at that. I'm in shower. That's interesting. If I do that more often. I'm silhouetted. Yeah. Okay. I'm silhouetted right now. You can't see me, but it's all good. Sometimes I want to do that again. Just go back to the old times and just talk. It doesn't matter now. I guess not that much because I don't really post my videos anymore. Well, at least not yet. I'm actually taking a break from doing the video podcasts, like posting it. I'm doing a video podcast right now, but I just post the audio, and I'm trying to go about it differently, package it differently, come up with thumbnails and all that good stuff. So that's going to be a challenge, really. It really is going to be a challenge to kind of figure things out that way. But come on, mosquito, so I kill you. And so I'm just really just posting the audio versions right now, but I am still recording everything. And I need some more space soon, probably in the next couple of months. But I have some water in front of me because I was going to do the coffee thing and all that good stuff, but I had a lot of coffee yesterday. I had instant espresso coffee, which is kind of interesting because what's the espresso instant coffee? I guess you just brew it the same way and you kind of do your thing as instant coffee. I don't know. That was actually okay. It tasted like diner coffee. And then I had 3 cups of coffee. Well, not really 3. I tasted 2 cups, but I had really 1. And I used my EK43 for a very long time. I've been ripping into this coffee, which is warranted. I based the coffee off of the grinder that I'm using, the Bratza, Encore, or whatever it may be, right? So I was talking mad game about this coffee. It was terrible. It's still kind of terrible, but once I put it through the EK43, I thought I needed new burrs. I don't need new burrs, not right now. Don't use it as much as a cafe would, to an extent. The coffee was lovely. It was actually sweet. Had those sweet qualities. And I actually over extracted it, like 22.5%, something like that. But it was sweet. So later on this morning, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to actually be brewing another cup. But I went ahead and got a little coarser on the grind. It was at an 8, now it's on a 9. So we'll see how that works out. I'm still overshoot it anyway, so I can make sure I get closer to what I need it to be. And then I'll bring it right back down. But yeah, you can play around with overshooting and still getting the extraction you want. I may talk about that in a future video or whatnot. But yeah, so the coffee tastes a lot better. So we're going to see if that's going to be the case again at a coarser grind. See if I can get even more sweetness out of it. But we'll go from there. A lot of things, a lot of fun, things that we're trying to understand and do. But yeah, this hand grinder came with a funky looking scoop, a brush to clean inside this thing right here. I guess you take this off and take everything off and let's see, clean it. It's not really good. The handle should be slightly longer, and the best grind for this thing is a coarse, and it's too loose. It's just not a good product. It means well, but I understand that $15, 16, 18, $20. Let's say $20. This is a piece of crap. You know, you can over. It is not a good grinder. It really isn't. I was just gonna throw the crap in the trash, but more than likely I'll put it on the side as a memento or saying or whatever. And I don't know really what I'm saying right now about this grinder, but this grinder reminds me of things of the past that I used to like and do, right? If that makes any sense. I know I know if you go through a lot of things, like for instance, what I'm talking about is that I had this Mazda Miata. It was a 20 year anniversary, something like that. And I loved it. It was a really cool car. Really cool car. I'm trying to put this thing together at the same time. Just bear with me. And I did a couple things to it. But when it was time to get another car, a bigger car, a practical car, a BMW 330 Ci at the time, it was a coupe. It was not as much practical, but it was a bigger car. I got rid of it. I think they gave me like $200, $2,000, $1,500, $2,000 for that car. And I was, I just wanted to use it as a trade in, right? But then after a while, I just was like, okay, I don't have that car anymore, but I lost $2,000. I could have easily just paid something off or gave them more money sometime, or just, you know what I'm saying. But I wish I would have kept that car. I wish I would have just played around with it. It would have went everywhere with me, and sometimes it's like that with things. It's just like, okay, this is just going to be a fun little toy car. I don't have to get rid of everything. So this is kind of like this grinder to an extent. You could easily buy another grinder for $15, $20. Mazda Miatas now, they're really expensive. They're like $8,000, $10,000, Let me see. 1999 Mazda Miata. There we go. It's just this one. MX-5 Mazda Miata. Okay. 10th anniversary. So at 10th anniversary, 7,000. So let's go to eBay. Let's see how much they are now. 199 Mazda Miata. There we go. It's my Mazda Miata. I don't need parts. I need cars. Okay. $6,500. 61,000. 12,000. 10. So they're kind of like all over the place. This one's beat up. It's $2,000. I may get another one again. We'll see. I have to buy stuff for the kids and their futures and stuff, because we're being all crazy people right now. But okay, here's my point. I guess I'm trying to make, as I went down this rabbit hole of trying to find a Mazda Miata. The reason why I'm going to go ahead and keep this grinder on the side in the warehouse, whatnot, is to remind me that people need me. If that makes sense. People need me. Let me explain. What I mean by that is that I need to tell them if it's crap or not. I need to let them know if this is a good product or not a good product, and the reasons why, even if they may have the product or not. And that's extremely important, because I'm basing everything on truth, which is, I'm a truthful person. But the thing is that people need to know that if it's crap, it's crap. And the reason why it's crap is this reason. Because you don't want to be lied to. You don't want people to go about it in a certain way to where, it doesn't make sense to them, or they're questioning what you're saying. Just be as truthful as you can to people. I mean, that's really the biggest thing, biggest takeaway in all of this is that we want to be helpful. We want to inspire people to just, up their game in various areas of their coffee making world, right? And I think that's going to be the biggest takeaway. So, yeah, I'm not going to use this thing anymore. I'm going to put it in the garage or the warehouse, whichever one I decide that I need to look at it from time to time. And it's there for me to let people know that, hey, I'm here for you. We're building this community and we're going to do what we can in order to make sure that we do things right, do it the right way. So that's what we're going to do. We are already at 70 subscribers. We're doing exactly what we need to do. We are enjoying all the things that we're trying to do. And that's the biggest thing. And that's the biggest takeaway that I want you to understand, that I'm a truthful person. I really am. And I don't want to lead you on a messed up path or whatnot. And it's very important that we talk about this, because it's very important that you get the information that you need in order to really thrive and be happy with your coffee. Whichever coffee you use. My coffee is my coffee, right? If you decide to buy my coffee, that is great. But the cool thing about all this stuff that I'm really understanding is that with the videos, with the tips and tricks, with the blog posts, the podcasting and all that stuff, that's still helpful. That's sometimes even more helpful than you buying a bag of coffee from me. So that's a really cool thing to me. That's the thing that I'm really trying to gather to understand even more so as I go down deep into this, as I say, this proverbial rabbit hole of really getting to the nitty gritty of you on your journey. I'm on my journey. Sometimes we're on a journey together. There's things I'm going to be learning from you too. And it's pretty cool that we are trying to understand each other and just to be helpful. That's the biggest thing. It seems like people are like really gravitating to the dark roast type of stuff too. And again, sometimes you just don't know really where these podcasts or sayings or meanings will go. But that's why I'm keeping this grinder. It gives me hope. It gives me structure. It gives me a direction to let you know that if something is crap, it's crap. And the reasons why. And what I'm tasting in a cup. And it's great though that I do have two grinders that represents a good dichotomy of, if that makes any sense, a good representation of what people use. I probably should get a middle of the road grinder. But I think the Encore and the other one that I have is still a glorified $150 grinder. The other one is better. It looks better. It's a conical burr. The EK43 is a flat burr, so I can see what they're talking about. That flat burr does produce a more richer, sweeter cup of coffee. If you want the other cup of coffee that's more acidic forward, then that's where you play around with that type of thing. But I'm wondering if you're going to get a sweeter cup in a $300 hand grinder. I don't recommend that to the majority of the people who are out there, because again, you just need an electric grinder. It's better. Just if you're going to have a storm that comes up, just do it ahead of time. Just grind coffee and you're good to go. So I think that's the biggest thing. That's why I'm keeping this grinder in the warehouse, to give me the reminder, to the reason why I do what I do is to help people, to let them know that I'm not bullshitting you and why it's going to be helpful to you as we understand more about each other and the things that we're trying to do. That's the biggest takeaway. I really love that we can talk and understand each other. And then eventually you're going to talk to me and understand me as we get closer to understanding each other. And then I can give you things that matter to you the most. So that's what I got for you. This is a quickie. Before we actually end this, is that this is the 99th episode of my podcast. Not a year yet. Less than a year. And this is quite amazing. This is 99. Just reps in the tank. And it's pretty cool that I'm doing this consistently, and it's been a lot of fun. And I'm really liking the way that things are going, whichever direction it is going. And I'm helping others and all that stuff, right? So that's the way we're going to roll. That's the way we're going to do this. And we're doing pretty good. So that's what I got for you. I'll talk to you later. Bye. Peace out. My famous open hand. Bye. No. Yes. Bye. Bye.